Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1 yard gain.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
31's the mic. Here we go, D.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's
a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brandon return it to the 24-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Under 10. Under 10.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hurt. Hurt.
Sponge.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Zane Gonzalez
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was taken
Well, every
down
now
by
and then we have to let a cliche
Buckner.
fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this one, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Let's take it at around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
58, the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Cougar 19. Tighten up.
On first and 10, Callahan. Almost able to intercept it.
Callahan's pass.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Brings up
I think he's got to be
second
careful
and
not to
10.
force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the second down throw on target, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brown.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Report. Hey.
Play action. It's Jackson. complete. Jefferson the target. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well.
It's a loss of a
and maybe
yard.
try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try and get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan, throw left side complete. It's Shepard.
Caught by
that catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
third and
you're able to hit a
7.
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
57's Mike.
Mikey, 18. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Off play action. Callahan. And he'll just toss it away.
Callahan's pass.
So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens will take over.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made
Offensive
at the
linemen love
44-yard
creating
line.
space for their guys carrying the
gain
ball.
of 9.
But when that guy
Brings
also
up
breaks
second and a
tackles and
yard.
creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check 52. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up.
Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming knocking you to the ground like that.
I think he was fortunate that didn't get intercepted, fell to the ground incomplete, but you got to really be careful about that. Yeah, you can break it every now and then, but as a general rule, don't throw across your body.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
It's now fourth down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
58's Mike. 58's Mike.
They go. Watch that.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, middle.
Go 58's the Mike.
Let's go, D.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
58, 58's the Mike. Watch the slip. Report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Jackson's pass.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Number 22. That's a gain of 6.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
57 the Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Operating from the gun, Callahan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chambers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You
can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Cody Barton.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
It's a gain of 5.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, D. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Forward down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back in.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To Marquise Brown. Touchdown,
Hollywood,
Baltimore.
Marquise Brown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. And
The
Sean
Ravens
Payton
will
going to
line
say,
up
let's
for
go
the
for two on
two-point
this one.
conversion.
Record. 58's the middle. 58's the Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing is Jackson.
Hey, who we got?
And no, it falls
The two-point
incomplete.
attempt is
So the
no
two-point
good.
conversion, no
That
good.
keeps
Should
the
have been
score.
picked. Probably
Ravens
doesn't matter
12,
on a two-point
Jets
conversion. But
7.
still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking.
The Jets take over first and 10
That's
at
true.
their
You
own
said that.
25-yard line.
Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more
Complete to James
is who I've
Conner.
got running my football
It's
team
the
out
pickup
on the
of
field.
6.
And the weapons
Brings up
around him.
2nd and
Can he
4
make a play?
at the
Can he get into
31-yard
someone
line.
that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That one, a first down
and 10
pickup
at
of
the
8.
39-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he will find his man on the end route.
That's
Complete.
good for a
The
Jets.
Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
First and 10
As they'll
at
stop
the
it with 17
46-yard
seconds to
line.
go in this first half of action.
Give them a rose while they still alive.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Throwing on first down. Callahan on the crossing route, complete. It's Chambers. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
That's another
As they'll
Jets.
stop the clock with 12
First
seconds to
down.
go in this first
First
half.
and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57.
On first down, Callahan going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Callahan's
7
pass.
seconds remaining.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's second down and 10.
Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I won't for the set. Boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bread and
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Safe.
To throw again, Callahan going for it all. And this is incomplete with a clock
Callahan's
showing just
pass.
3 seconds
Incomplete
left.
in the end zone.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half
Zane
on as the field
Gonzalez
goal
on
unit
for
to
the
see
field
about
goal.
getting 3 points.
43-yard
From the left
attempt.
hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
kick is
Gonzalez's
good.
kick is good.
Makes the
So
score.
we're at halftime of this
Ravens 12,
AFC wildcard
Jets
matchup
10.
as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA
Justin
Sports
Tucker,
halftime
the
report.
kickoff for
Coach.
Baltimore.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way
That's
you
good
described it.
for a
Not
Jets.
ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some
First
points
and
on the
10
board.
at the
But this time
49-yard
on
line.
offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
First and 10
there are
at the
times this game is
35-yard
about
line.
patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry
gain of
away from
27
busting this
more
open.
yards.
That's a good start
That's
for him.
another Jets.
A very
First
solid
down.
gain of 27.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Quick the edge.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Another carry for the
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Jackson on the
because
keeper.
Some teams script to start a half.
On the stop.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us.
But
sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And the Raven pressure too much.
The quarterback
down he goes.
taken down and sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. And again this time to the tailback. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
Here we go, D. All day.
Throwing on third and long. Callahan. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. 14 yards is the pick up there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson on first down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Off the play fake. Callahan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Kill. Back.
Throwing again. Callahan. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Switch up.
On 3rd down, Callahan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Alert flare.
60 Eagle.
On 1st and 10, Callahan. And this one complete to Gafford. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hurt you going back the other direction.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball carried
Give
by
him
number
3 on
22.
1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We know that old expression, it's not my night.
Brings up 2nd
It
and
hasn't been
7.
his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Double up.
58, boys.
To throw on 2nd down, Callahan. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And a Raven first down.
Kill.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Raven.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 19.
Marquise Brown.
A good pickup there on 20 yards.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown.
There to make
Baltimore.
the grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just
4
their
yards
first. They'll
on
be
the
down to
pickup.
2 remaining as we
Second
step
and
aside
6.
here in the fourth quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double dog, that's the way. Slam, 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 slam.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 40, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Keep putting that ball on the
So they were
ground.
down
That's
by
our
a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the
Justin
turnover
Tucker
and take
lining
it
up
into
for
the
extra
house.
point.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball
kick
away
is good.
and putting it in the end zone.
That
Don't
ties the
forget
game.
the extra point. It's up and
26-26.
good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little
The Jets
pass
take
there.
over
Call it to
first and
26.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10.
This drive
at the
starting off on the
44-yard
right
line.
foot, 18 yards. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3
7.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Callahan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Callahan's pass.
The Ravens going to use the
number
2nd of their
22.
timeouts.
It's
As
a
they'll
gain of
talk it
4.
over here before
Brings
what will be
up
an
3rd
important
and
3rd
3.
down.
57's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
46-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check.
Throwing on 1st down. Callahan. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
Complete
The
to
Jets
James
are going to use
Conner.
the first of their
1-yard
timeouts.
gain.
As they'll
Brings
stop
up
him with a
2nd
little
and
over 30
9.
ticks to go
At
in
the
the football game.
44-yard line.
Second
2nd and 9 from the 44.
I got him. 57, Mike.
Mustang 19.
Here I come.
Off play action. Callahan. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So how about that for a momentum
Callahan's
switch?
pass intercepted
Fourth
by
quarter,
the
it's a tie
Ravens.
game.
They'll take
You've got
over
to take care of
1st
the
and 10
football here.
at
Now
their
their
own
opportunity to take
46-yard
the
line.
lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines. You try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And just a yard to go here on second down.
26, hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Play action. Now Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call the tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Yeah, it's been loud in here so far.
Watch safety creep.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Dobbins, the ball
Typically,
carrier.
we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
36. Watch twitch.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And a Raven first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
Jackson's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Duvernay. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the twist.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 180. Just like that. 58, right over there. Yeah. Middle. 58, right there.
From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
A gain there of
21 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
Yo.
58.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.